Cheers, ready? Okay, hi everybody. Today I decided that I wanted to film a baking video, so here I am filming a baking video. I'm pretty excited. It's like I said in my get to know me video, I used to do these all the time on my mission, like every other week, and they were live videos, so it's gonna be a little different for me to like not be talking to you guys in the meanwhile, but hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we're gonna make some chocolate chip cookies. I have the recipe book that I've used since I was like a little kid. Our favorite cookies are highlighted. I work in a bakery. I love baking, and before my mission, I worked at Crumble Cookie. So I kind of learned all the tricks and tips and tricks for like baking cookies. So yeah, I tried to soften this. It's not as soft as it should be, but I also don't want it to melt because that will change the consistency of the cookies. But yeah, let's get going. Also, I'm going to be asking questions, so you guys should totally answer in the comments, and I will like respond to you guys, and yeah, it'd be fun. But I'm sure you all have heard about Crumble Cookies. I worked there before it kind of got like super big. It was still like it was blowing up, but it wasn't like as big as it is now. And yeah, do you guys like Crumble Cookie? There are a few cookies that I loved making, like when I worked there. Hold on. When I worked there, my favorites to make were the Biscoff cookie. I loved that. And then I also loved, what were the other ones? I like their original chocolate chip. I'm not a fan of their sugar cookie though. The almond is a bit too much for me. Anyways, I am gonna tell you guys the recipe from the book. I halved it, so my measurements are different, but it's 1 cup of butter and then 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And then half a cup of white sugar. So I will leave this recipe in the description. But I'm starting off with the butter and sugar. One of the things I learned the most was how important this part of making cookies is. If you don't mix it well enough, your cookies will come out too dark, or they will like appear burned. So yeah, I could have totally gotten some cool shots of that, but mixing, as you can probably hear. Okay, because it is such a low quantity of like dough that I'm making, the mixer is really struggling to like actually mix it because it's all just getting stuck to the side. But I mean, it'll work. So right now it's still like a pretty dark consistency. Normally you want it to change colors like a lot. You want it to be really light. But also the ratio to brown sugar and white sugar in this recipe is pretty significant, so yeah, we'll see. And I'm not making a full batch, so I don't know if this will get as light as I want it. So after you do the butter and sugar, normally I'll add the wet ingredients, so like the vanilla and the egg and all of that stuff. So I'm just doing, it asks for half a teaspoon of vanilla. I actually don't have a teaspoon here, so we're probably gonna just eyeball it, and then we're just going to use 1 egg because it calls for 2. So let me show you guys that. So we're just gonna let that mix on a low speed, and hopefully it turns well. You're probably gonna have to scrape the sides quite a bit, but yeah. Also, you don't wanna mix the eggs like too much in there, so just get it till it's well combined and still a little glossy, and then we'll add in the flour and the baking soda and all the dry ingredients. Okay, now I'm going to scrape the sides and try to get this more incorporated. Sorry I'm like crouching, but it's so you guys can actually see what's going on. But also, this is the KitchenAid Mini, so I love it. It's so nice. On my mission, I had to mix everything by hand, and I liked it, but it took a lot of time. So now I'm just gonna scrape the sides and get it all ready. Okay, so we're gonna turn that back on. and just let it mix a bit longer. I'm going to wash my hands. Now I'm going to add in the flour. So cool thing about the flour, so if you add it in, but you don't want to mix it all the way in until you add in your chocolate chips, because the flour will coat the chocolate chips, which will keep them from all sinking to the bottom of your batter. So nifty little trick right there. But I'm gonna start by adding all of these powdered sugar and the salt in. Honestly, I'm just gonna eyeball it. Kind of scary, but just a pinch of salt, you know? And then the baking soda, I'm gonna try to guesstimate it properly. So it wants 1 teaspoon of baking soda, so I'm just gonna try to do half a teaspoon. Hopefully it's good. This could totally fail, but oh well. I'm sure, I mean, it can't fail to where it tastes that bad, you know? It's pretty hard. Maybe it's not that hard. But anyways, yeah, so I added that, and now I'm going to add in my flour. It wants 2 1/3 cup of flour. So normally I start with what they recommend, but sometimes I need to add more. So I'm gonna lift this up for that. This bowl was also wet when I added. This bowl was also wet when I added the flour, so it's like all stuck in there. Okay, so now that the flour is not fully incorporated, but it's still pretty good, we're gonna add in the chocolate chips. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I don't know if he really measures out chocolate chips. Actually, I used to be that person. I always measured out everything correctly, so. But are you guys a big fan of chocolate chips in your cookies? Like, I would prefer less than more, so yeah, I'm going to add this in now. That might be a little too much. Also, it might be fun to add some sprinkles, so I think I'm gonna do that too. I am a sprinkles person. I love sprinkles in everything. Another fun fact, over in Europe, these are called hundreds and thousands. And over here, they're called sprinkles, so that's kind of fun. I'm just gonna add these in. It's not necessary at all, but it's fun. It looks pretty tasty. Let's see. So yeah. So we've got the dough. We've got the dough, and we're going to start rolling them up. So I'm gonna grab a cookie sheet. But like I said, I love to bake. So I work at a bakery right now, and right now I'm a froster. So I frost all of the cakes that we sell. It's nothing crazy. We have a very simple, like, cake. It's just petals, like petals on a cake. So it's nothing too crazy, but I enjoy it a lot. This dough does feel a bit like hefty, like really thick. So I think definitely somewhere I went wrong on the guesstimating, but it's fine. But today was kind of a chill day. I woke up kind of late, 7:30, which is late for me, and I laid in bed. I was really tired. I did not get to sleep until late last night, just because I couldn't sleep. Good old anxiety. But yeah, I went to school. I went to my nutrition class and biology. I learned about how we store fat, I think. Also, I completely forgot. I went skiing for the first time on Monday. It was so hard. Like, go look at my Instagram and you'll be able to see a video of me biffing it. But it was so much harder than I thought. I could not control my legs, and I would get speed and I just couldn't stop, and it was terrifying, so I would just fall. There's a picture that I posted where I'm sitting on a log and it's just because I was done. I was so scared to keep going. And my poor friend who took me, she was so sweet. She was just like right by my side the whole time. And she was like, you can do this. And I was just stressing hardcore. And it was really funny. But I did it, and I marked it off my bucket list as something I wanted to do. Now something that I really, really want to do this summer is go backpacking, like go on a backpacking trip and just like do a bunch of adventures. But yeah, anyways, so I finished these. Oh, one of them is running away. And I'm just gonna put these in the oven and then we're gonna cook them for probably 8 to 9 minutes. I didn't even look, but I will let you know. So they're still pretty puffed up, so I think that's just how the cookies are gonna be. I don't want to burn them, but do you see that? They're still really puffed up. So I might just leave them in there for just a tad bit longer and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, I'm gonna pull them out now because they're smelling a bit burned. So we're just gonna pull them out. I knew that I made these a little wrong. They're little. I knew by the consistency that they were not gonna like rise correctly, but they don't look too bad. They look like those ones that you buy from like Pillsbury, the little circle ones. But we're just gonna let those cool down for a sec and then we'll try them. Yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely will be filming more of these, so I hope you guys enjoyed them because I really do. And I guess I probably should have put my hair up a long time ago, but I hope you guys all have a great day. Don't worry, I'm going to show you what the cookies look like, but I'm running out of storage on my phone. So yeah, I talk too fast and I forget to breathe. Oh my, it's so funny. Okay, I think I'm going to grab one and we're going to see how they taste. I kind of like how cute and little they are. I've never had cookies like turn out this shape. They look so good. They're actually like cooked. Oh. All right. Cheers. You ready? Well, I'm quite impressed. They taste pretty good. This recipe, after I've tried other ones, it's not my favorite, but I didn't have high expectations for these when I felt the texture of the dough because I was too impatient to mix it properly. I would recommend though. Definitely be patient and cook them properly and they'll turn out great. And yeah, the sprinkles actually have a little bit of a flavor, which is kind of weird, but well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm excited to get to know you guys. You can follow me on all my other social media. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!